I don't know what you guys think of this, and I know you're supposed to ask me the questions, but I think this Colt McCoy move here with cutting him, and Kyler Murray being on PUP, I don't think people truly understand what is happening in the desert. And let me just give you a background on contract.
Floor is yours.
Okay. Every contract in the National Football League, with the exception of Deshaun Watson, is guaranteed for injury. No one guarantees for skill and injury, because then you have to do what the Browns did with Watson and send the money in future year guaranteed to the league's escrow account. But if you only put one of those clauses on guarantees, it doesn't have to be funded. So in Kyler Murray's case, he's got $56 million coming, and he has a potential to earn $92 million that are only protected by the injury guarantee clause. Okay? So they placed him on PUP. My sense of it is he will not play for the rest of the year, because they can't risk putting him back on the field and having him get injured. And now they're on the hook for $56 million, and they're on the hook for $92 million guaranteed. Now, 4 days at the beginning of next season to determine whether that contract becomes skill and injury guaranteed. I think this gives them the opportunity to continue to examine. He's off the field. He can't get any more hurt than he already is. And it keeps them from having an injury guarantee.
Hey, just real quick, I don't know if I've heard that yet. Yeah. That seems like a pretty big little piece of information, that you don't think Kyler's going to be playing all season. So getting rid of Colt is seemingly another wild move. What do you think they're doing? What is the plan, is just to stink?
Well, I think they're going to stink whether Colt stayed or not. I mean, I think we make way too much out of, oh, my God, they cut Colt McCoy. Colt McCoy's played 17 games once in his life. You know, he's a great kid. He'll be a senator of from the state of Texas. He may be a head NFL coach. He's tremendous. I mean, he really is. However, that being said, he wasn't going to last. Joshua Dobbs was there before, so they kind of the coordinator, Drew Petzik, had him in Cleveland. I mean, look, they're not going to be any good. And so they're going to go with one of those two kids and see what happens. But my point here is, if I were Monty Ossendorf and I were Jonathan Gannon, there's no chance I'm putting Murray on the field this year and risking that I'm going to fully guarantee a contract that I'm not sure I want to fully guarantee.
So hold on. So they're just moving on from Kyler then, in your eyes. What happens with Kyler?
Well, then that contract, say they move on to him, they would pay some of the acceleration. But what you'll read about in terms of when people start writing about this, Pat, they'll start writing as if, oh, they can't get rid of him. He has $190 million guaranteed. No. This is guaranteed as you go because of that clause. You follow me? So it would cost them a lot. I think it cost them like $35 million to get rid of him on their cap. It wouldn't cost them all that if they did it the way I'm talking about doing, which to me seems like the only way they can do it.
So you think they're moving on from Kyler? Where do you think somebody trades for Kyler then? That's what you think happens?
I think somebody might. I mean, look, at the end of the year, teams are desperate for a quarterback, and you could take on the contract. It wouldn't be as prohibitive for you. I think he would be ranked he would be in the top 15 paid quarterbacks once you remove what the Cardinals have paid him. So, look, they've got to make that decision. They're changing their culture. They've told us that. They've gotten rid of Hopkins. They got rid of Simmons, right? They're changing their culture. That's really important to their team. And both the new staff have no real relationship with anybody else moving forward. They didn't draft Murray. They didn't draft Simmons. They didn't sign Hopkins or trade for Hopkins.
Wow. That would be wild if that's the case, because we're all trying to guess what game Kyler's coming back for.
Yeah.
And Lombo's like, well, I think never.
Yeah.
If they really want to save some money. You just follow the money, though. That is literally your thing.